and today I report that Wolcen servers are online. Now, how stable they are and whatnot, and whether or not that there's going to be any issues is yet to be seen. I literally woke up this morning, came here, and it was like my character was gone because the online mode actually worked. So, of course, my offline character is just fine, but it had scared me at first.
Purity in sacrifice!
Look, a Republican pup is trying to flank.
So anyway, I decided to go ahead and go melee this time around. Now I kind of wanted to go melee with my as an offline mode simply because of all the really cool stuff that I got. But in hindsight, I only really got one good item. So I mean, now granted, there was a couple legendary items that I got that were entertaining, and I would love to play with, but it's not like an end-all be-all. And the other thing that I got was some items, skills-wise, that way I'd have them really early on. Like I said, not that big of a deal to be honest.
I gotcha.
So like I said, this is online mode. This is the reason why you see me starting from scratch again.
Melis is stuck on an upper ledge, but we have to move forward.
That doesn't mean I'm going to completely abandon my offline character because I'm already doing that awesome Stormfall deal.
Let's keep it together. We move as one and do what we do best.
If I do this, chances are it's only because I want to play with friends and whatnot.
We can't
I have a few other
handle
friends that are playing this.
We need to get back to the purifiers now.
Come on, can you get in range? Wow, come on, get in range. Holy moly. Is that a delay I see?
Soul magic.
What the hell happened here? He's one of us.
A scout.
Hey, soldier, you alright? Where's the rest of your squad? Soldier? Who's alone?
He's in.
Who's?
Yep, well aware.
Shut up!
We don't have time for this. Let's move.
Alone! I'm not alone!
Val! Darling, you're gonna owe me big time.
I praise your resilience, mortal. You will make a fine host.
Val, it's now or never!
Now, come to me.
There is a weird
Come to me.
lag going on here. Not sure what this is all about.
Purifiers only serve mankind, demon.
I do not request. I command.
Purity and sacrifice! I can't. He's too strong. Val, I need you now.
Be at peace. For soon you shall be no more.
hell's happening to you?
Only human after all. Disappointing.
You owe me an explanation. Let's go, let's go!
Admittedly, the music, the sounds, and everything else, I mean, that intro is pretty on point. I think they've done an amazing job with this. But I'm gonna go ahead and skip through these cutscenes and whatnot
there?
because I have already done them.
How is it that I can use witchcraft now?
This.
None of this makes sense.
Alright, so there is definitely a bit of a lag going on here. I don't know if it's supposed to be on my end or otherwise. There is no... Oh, here it is. 195 ping, so it is a little high. Servers are reaching back to Ohio.
Maria. They must have pulled me out of the water. But what of Val? Did she drown? Valeria!
And that can be
Val!
pretty distracting, especially in a game like this. When you're relying on dodging. And I think that's going to be my biggest issue of whether or not I actually ever play online. Because, I mean, this game is, like, super all about dodging, timing, and whatnot. And if there is that couple of seconds of lag in here, it's going to make things very difficult. I mean, if you watched my last video that I posted last night, I mean, the end boss is not playing around.
I better hope not.
Jeez, everything just went splat. Alright. Ooh. Yeah.
So, what now? Frankly, I don't know. We should regroup with Operation Dawnbane, shouldn't we?
In your state? Flinging magic and turning into a monstrosity? No. They'll
Flinging
burn you
magic.
alive.
Who's flinging
Hemlock
magic?
wouldn't.
Perhaps. But Mayless sure as hell will, and with a smile on her face. Oh, look, let's get out of here first, then we'll figure something out.
A little bit better right now. Things are a little bit more responsive right now. Ping's 57, down from 195. Up.
A winged sphere. They do come in every shape, don't they?
Oh, mutations.
No matter, they die all the same.
Damn right. Can't manage that right now.
Really, it is very, very distracting. Alright, so what's gonna be better? Yeah, I'm aware. See what two-handers are like. I haven't decided if I want to go dual-wield, sword and board, or a two-hander.
This place reeks of death.
These people are getting torn apart.
Well,
I don't
if I
get
ever
it.
go two-hander,
Sphere aren't
definitely gonna
normally this
need to have
bold,
some
not without
type
good
of,
reason.
That
like,
soul demon first. Now this.
attack speed.
There's something
score.
wrong around
Can't
here.
talk this morning. Just woke up. Leave
Something
me alone.
very wrong.
We shouldn't be too far from the city-state of Stormfall. That should at least be a safe place.
So the back of her head looks kind of funny from a distance, but she's got shaved on both sides and then in a ponytail. Can you swing your weapon any faster? I mean, come on.
We must pull back! We're too exposed!
If we do, the civilians will get slaughtered.
Better them than us.
Instead of a belt, just a bra.
Let us in! We beg you! Mercy! Murderers! Back away! Back away!
Alright, well, I definitely want to go back to one-handed.
I know that face. You need a...
So, here's my... Agreed. On the way here.
Why don't you let people in?
What?
No.
Bam, 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 bam. Alright, so now I'm going more melee route, so I'm gonna need some type of... Alright, right now, stick with some damage. Attack speed. Yep.
Stormfall, Jewel of the Sea. Let's see what you've got for me.
Ah, new blood. Get to Mahabi's shop. He will have you geared up.
To die. I am not a hero, you hear?
I'll have to fight for Stormfall if I'm to stay within the city walls.
I'm working. Feel free to look around, though.
I want to get Phantom. What is it? Blades of Infinity is what I want to get. Yeah, do wield these.
Hi, customer. Welcome to my humble stand.
Yep.
Conscript, report to Thunderblade Farad at the battlefront.
It's not quite what I want to use, but I guess it'll do for now.
A new toy to play with. Nice.
You don't look like my usual clientele.
There's no sound? There's no sound.
Pay attention!
Huh?
You are all that stands between the Greens and your families. So stop sobbing and get ready for hacking. Make every blow count.
But we're not even trained. How are we supposed to kill them?
You
At
use the
191,
sharp edge.
200 ping, 232 ping.
Civilians.
Wow, it's getting worse.
Another
So
new
it
concept.
seems to
huh?
me like
I'm
the server still
listening.
has
Sarmati's orders are
need some work.
the storm be with you. Don't
That's
look
fine.
very
I mean,
bad.
again,
You believe
guys are
in
just
us.
starting off.
vigilant! Hold
These guys are as scared as we are! We won't see the sunrise
Still a little bit
tomorrow.
laggy.
Oi, come back here. You're gonna get yourself
Of course, right now, everyone, I mean, I should not say everyone, anyone who's playing right now is probably playing online, so, you know, they're all at the same time right now in the same areas.
Ah, that must be Sandor's barricade.
Because I noticed that even certain sounds, like that should have made a sound when I activated it.
Please don't tell me you are the
And there's no
reinforced.
music.
Maybe. I haven't...
He is inside.
I'm...
What?
Come on, men! Let's earn our keep! Time to
I
show
haven't
those
tried to see
Greens
if
the
you can
color
switch
of the
servers yet.
storm!
Warm her up! I want to hear her sing! Now!
Squad 2,
How do
to
you
the
change
west!
servers?
Squad 3, in position!
Here they come!
Tunnelers! Protect the cannon! To the north! Push them back into the ground!
I need more power.
I'm only at 80 now, so that's good. These are also instanced.
Squad 1, take the south! Squad 2 to the west! Show them the might of the storm! We'll live through this!
We have east and west, so I'm right in the middle. There's probably a lot more sweaty nerds in areas like California.
Spitters! Take cover! Stand your ground! Don't let them get to the
See if
cannon!
it becomes a little bit more stable, a little bit more responsive. Was in Ohio, now California, and it's still
Come on,
kind of
you
laggy.
big fat green!
Not right now. It's not possible. Not right now.
Oi!
Back on my feet.
Come on, come on, come on. Hit that button. Even when I hit that space bar, it's like there's a slight delay.
Not right now.
Who the hell are you, soldier?
Just a messenger.
So
But the there's more.
Are you those?
You were.
Oh.
What?
Right. That attack speed, especially for melee. Need more of it.
Come back here, you fool! They have a giant
Alright, let's see what
burning
other
one leading them. It will
servers
fry
they
you
have, see
alive.
if there's anything
I'm not
that
letting your men die, Sandor.
changes right now, US West. Okay. So right now, if I set it to auto, it sets me to Ohio. So which is probably going to be, or supposed to be, the better one. thus far, I also have to admit, I like ranged better. Of course, yeah, I mean, even comparing the beginning, I mean, you figure I only, you know, began it just a few days ago, if you will. I did it during the early access, ranged during the early access, and I also did it through my first playthrough of the campaign, and I just really liked the
That explains a
being
lot.
ranged better. I
I
did
must
not play
find
as a
it and stop it.
spellcaster, but playing as a catalyst toting pistol slinger was a lot of fun. Jeez. And I'm actually thinking about taking on, what was it? I don't know actually if I can, now that I think about it though. I was thinking about using those phantom blades. But if I have to have a dagger, bow, or pistol, that's not going to work. Unless I put it in my offhand just for the sake of having the stats like I did the catalyst. Because I ended up using that same catalyst I got level 15 all the way through to level 44. So I think every build's going to be pretty fun in Endgame 2, and I think that's what's going to be really cool about this game, is that there's just so many different possibilities you can do. I mean, what I ended up with at the end of my first playthrough, it was extremely viable. I mean, I did pull a lot of ideas and skill. I pulled pretty much all my skill composition from Riker, a YouTuber, and it was wonderful. I mean, it worked really well, but I did not look at his passive trees at all. I just went with what I thought was going to be viable, the things that I struggled. You know, things that I struggle with are going to be different than what other people are going to struggle with. You know, I may be good at dodging compared to other people, so I may not need as much health. You know, things like that. I can focus more on attack. So absolutely, I completely agree. And the game really does a lot to allow players to play to their particular play styles as opposed to cookie cutter. That's one of my issues that I have with Diablo 3 right now, is because viable builds right now, for instance, like with Witch Doctor, what I enjoy playing, Tsunemasa, it hasn't really been a viable set. So it's hard to get to, you know, higher level greater rifts with that particular set. And I have no idea how to use that spider set. I have no idea how to use some of the Jade set. I'm just absolutely terrible at making sure that I keep stacks up and stuff. You know, I still play Diablo 3, not as much as I used to, of course. There's a lot of reasons for that, just because, I mean, after 19 seasons it starts to get old. But I still very much enjoy it. I just usually get to a certain point within a couple weeks, and then I stop playing the season. Plus, it makes me feel bad because, you know, I have a clan. Like, I made a clan, and that clan later doesn't even play.
Not happening.
Yeah. Ooh. That guy was beefy.
Can't manage that right now.
Jeez, look at that swing. And like 2 seconds later. Ugh. D3 will not give us content. That is absolutely true. It is in maintenance mode. They're not going to be making any significant changes. And you're right. You know, they basically pick a flavor of the month and they say, all right, this is what's going to be the meta for the next season. And that is very frustrating. And that's one of the things that I do like about this game. It offers a certain degree of freedom it lets it be a viable option, and it's not completely and overly
Please,
complicated.
look around.
I am the kind of
I'm
person who
sure
thought
you'll
that,
find something that takes your
what's
fancy.
it called? Path of Exile was a little bit too complicated. I mean, it's a great game, don't get me wrong. I think it's got its value, but it's certainly
A
not for me
fine
because of just
item.
how
Thank you
overwhelming
very
it can
much.
be. This game, I didn't feel like it was overwhelming at all. Never, at any point in time.
A fine item. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Well, there goes my concentration. How can I help you?
Yeah, it's not there yet. I need her to get me those infinity blades. That's what I want. Alright, I'm just curious. If I were to remove one sword, would my damage go up or down? It would go up.
Don't be shy. Mojave has everything
Can't
a
say I'm
soldier
terribly
needs.
surprised by that. I can't understand PoE either. I think it was like the first time during the Legion expansion that I actually got through all 10 acts. You know, I don't understand the currency system. I barely understand the crafting system, and I do understand, you know, how important it is. And then on top of that, it's like, if you don't have any type of build in mind, it is so incredibly, in my opinion, difficult to kind of figure out what you're supposed to do. And I just don't have the time to sit there and try to figure it out, you know. I mean, congrats to people who do, you know. It's not my thing. And I would never say it's a terrible game, and I'll probably end up playing it again at some point in time. But it's just not really a game for me. Wolcen does change that, I agree. Wolcen does a great job changing that. You know, I think the most impressive part about it is that this is an indie studio. You know, they only had a handful of developers, you know, and you figure if you really look at the time it took them to develop this game for when it went into early access under Umbra, it's only been about maybe 3.5 years. And they came out with a very viable product. I mean, this is an incredible game. They did an amazing job with this. You know, even despite its issues. I mean, the issues that they have are nothing compared to the Error 37 of Diablo 3. I mean, at least we can still play this when the server's down. I think that's the best part. If you want to play offline, you can play offline. I had a blast playing offline. I don't need to play online. And as of right now, I don't even know what the benefits are to playing online. Because right now I see more detriment to playing online, especially with the lag. I mean, I'm in an instanced side dungeon. It takes me to kill this thing. Jesus. Definitely gonna have to beef up my defense here because it seems like I need some more. I'm used to not really taking a whole lot of hits as a ranged. It's gonna take a while to get used to this playstyle. Seems a lot slower, clunkier. But then again, I mean, all early game is like this. I mean, in pretty much any ARPG. wrecked. It was nice for him in Canada. Alright. Let's see. Canadians probably have better networks anyway. Let's see what we got in Canada. Picking stuff up. I'm so used to only picking up yellows. I mean, it very well could also be my network. There's nothing saying that it isn't. I'm out here in Texas, and let me tell you, my area especially doesn't exactly have the best internet options. What's the worst part about it is, like, I don't have a lot of options. I either can use Spectrum or AT&T, and they're both kind of shit. And I'm finding out that the AT&T is even worse than Spectrum, so I almost switched to AT&T because this was so bad. I don't know why, but it seems like I can never live in an area that has Verizon anymore. I love their Fios. Holy moly, I swung 2 times before it registered once. There we go. I think for shits and giggles, I'm probably going to play offline melee character to see what the difference is, if any. Yeah, I'm going to do that here in a second. I want to complete this. I want to finish this off. Oh, look at that. I was walking away before that guy died. Let's go see if there's any, Oh, it actually defaulted me back to Ohio. That's strange. Now, are you allowed to... I wonder if it's... You have to, like, leave the game and reconnect in order for you to, for that to take into effect. Clearly it's not letting me just change it on the fly. Smoosh. Alright, now that I'm done with this particular dungeon, let's experiment, shall we? Did I actually exit? I didn't mean to exit. Oops. And right here you can see one of those alpha build screenshots. Gotta love streaming my desktop. Yeah, let's go. Did you get stuck? I think I broke it. No. Dadgummit, come on, man. Alright. Well, that's annoying. Yep, it looks like it's broke. Computer malfunction. Alright, I'm gonna have to call it. I'll be back on in a second, if you will, and to do that comparison between, and I'll actually change server too. I'll see if that makes any bit of difference, but I'll do the comparison between online and offline I'm definitely having some technical difficulties here. Shouldn't have exited to begin with, so I'm just so used to doing that instead of returning to the main menu. So, my bad. I'll be back.